And allow all the thoughts, all of your day, to-do lists, whatever it is for you, just as if you were a snow globe and you shook yourself up, just allow those particles to just move through you like particles moving through clear water, settling at the bottom of your snow globe or of your lake bed, whatever image works for you. Just feel the weight of these particles, of these thoughts, of these tasks, of these expectations, possibly, maybe attachments, ideas. And just let them rest at the bottom of your lake bed. And as you let them rest at the bottom of your lake bed, you start to feel the weight of your foundation, the weight of your floor. And allow your body and your being and your mind now to be supported by that foundation. Can I allow myself to be supported by my floor? And remember, that's what's making up that foundation, where all those thoughts, all those to-do lists, your entire life. Oftentimes we try to push away these parts of ourselves. But let's actually surrender into it and say, this is what makes up my life. This is what's making me right in this moment. Can I surrender into myself and love myself no matter what, no matter what's on my floor? Can I receive support from myself? Now begin with the breath that's right for you, not too fast, not too slow, just the right amount of air at just the right tempo. As you inhale and exhale, just let that breath just slide in and slide out. As you receive more and more support from that foundation, from your floor. If any thoughts come up, any distractions, just let them fall to the bottom like particles moving through clear water. Knowing that all those things, all that makes up your foundation, you can choose to stir the pot and select whatever it is is inspiring or interesting to you. And you don't have to do it all at once. It's always all there for you. Go ahead and release that practice and Om together 3 times. If you're chanting, join me. If not, that's fine. And then I'll follow with the invocation, which means I open myself up to receive the teachings, the light of self-knowledge inside of me. Feel free to chant along with me or just let the Sanskrit wash through you because it works no matter what. So exhale all your air out. Inhale, fill yourself with that silent Om, that breath of life that inspires you. Ganesha Graha Nakshatra Yogini Rashi Rupani Devi Mantramayim Nami Matrika Pita Rupani Ganesha Graha Nakshatra Yogini Rashi Rupani Devi Mantramayim Nami Matrika Pita Rupani Ganesha Graha Nakshatra Yogini Rashi Rupani Devi Mantramayim Nami Matrika Pita Rupani. And inhale. Exhale, flutter your eyes open. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Judy. Welcome, Kat. Welcome, Ava. So glad you joined us. Let's go into our backs and lay on our backs. Hug knees into the chest. Breathing into your lower back. Breathing into your belly. Let's take some time today and just allow ourselves to reconnect with our foundation at the pelvic floor and our feet. So just take a moment and breathe into your right sit bone and exhale. Let that right sit bone, that breath move back up in towards the belly. So inhale into that right sit bone, move it down and away, and as you exhale, allow that energy to rebound back up towards your belly button, towards the middle of your, right behind your belly button. Again, inhale into the right sit bone, exhale, back up. And one more time, inhale into your right sit bone, and exhale, let it come back up. Go ahead, put your feet flat on the floor for a moment and just notice if you feel any difference in your sides. You can extend your legs long if you want. Just from doing that, you may or may not feel a difference. You might though. You might though. Bring the legs back up. We'll stay with the right side for right now. Inhale into your tailbone. The inside, the front of your tailbone, so it would be the place in part of your tailbone that's moving in towards your internal organs, not the place that's going to touch your clothes. And then exhale back up towards the belly button. Inhale into your tailbone, and then exhale back up towards your belly button. And now inhale into your tailbone and your right sit bone. And as you exhale, can you visualize bringing them closer together? Some of you might actually get a little movement there, others of you won't, so don't worry about it. But inhale into your right sit bone and the tailbone, and exhale, feel them come together just a little bit. And then one more time, inhale into your right sit bone and tailbone, and then exhale, see if you can bring them together just a smidgen. Don't overwork it. When in doubt, do less. Now inhale into your right sit bone, and then exhale. Now inhale into the back of your pubic bone, so the place that would be to the inside of your body, your internal organs. Inhale into your pubic bone, and let that rebound up towards your belly button. And now inhale into your right sit bone and your pubic bone. And as you exhale, can you bring those 2 points together just a little bit, even in your mind? Again, inhale into your right sit bone and your pubic bone. Just let yourself do less here. One more time, breathe into your right sit bone and your pubic bone. Bring it on up. And now inhale into your right sit bone, pubic bone, and tailbone into that triangle. All 3 points, and exhale, bring them all together if you can. And then inhale, separate them, all 3 points. And then exhale, bring them together if you can. One more time, inhale, all 3 points. Exhale, bring them together if you can. And then bring your legs down. And now notice, does anything feel different in your halves, your pelvic halves, your legs, your chest, your shoulders, your nostrils, or something else. Any position with your feet that you'd like. Bring the knees back in. Let's do everything on the left. So inhale into your left sit bone. And then exhale, back up into towards the belly button. Inhale into that left sit bone. Check some people here. Exhale, back up. Inhale in. Exhale, back up. Great. And now inhale into your tailbone. Exhale, back up. And then inhale into your tailbone and your left sit bone. And exhale, bring them together if you can. Just a little bit. You might find one side easier than the other. Again, inhale into tailbone and left sit bone. And exhale, slide them together. Instead of think muscle, think more fascia. Think more of a slide and glide feeling there. Inhale into left sit bone. Move them apart, left sit bone and tail, and bring them together. Once give a nod to your pubic bone, inhale into the back of your pubic bone, and rebound back up to towards the navel, and then inhale into your pubic bone and your left sit bone apart, and then exhale, bring them together. Just slide and glide. Once again, inhale, open. Exhale, slide and glide. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, slide and glide. Now inhale into all 3 points. Left sit bone, pubic bone, tailbone. Move those 3 points apart and exhale, bring them together if you can. Visualize if necessary. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften, slide and glide. Bring them all together. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, your hands will be on your shins now. Inhale into all 4 points as the knees come away from the body, elbows straight. And then exhale, bring all 4 points together as the knees come into the chest. Again, inhale into that pelvic floor, all 4 points apart, and then exhale, bring all 4 points slightly together. If moving your legs right now is too much information, just hug them into the chest. Exhale, bring them all together. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, together. Release your left leg down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Bring all of the points together as you bring your head up towards your knee. And then inhale, lengthen back down. Exhale, bring it on up. Inhale, back down. One more time. Exhale, bring it on up. Inhale, back down. Slide your right arm underneath your right knee. Take your right thigh bone out to the diagonal. If you want a little bit extra stretch, extend your left leg long on the ground. And now breathe into that triangle. Your right sit bone, your pubic bone, and your tailbone as you inhale into those points. And then exhale. Feel it moving up into your belly button and maybe even a triangle moving down your left leg. So inhale, open the triangle. Exhale, bring it together as you shoot a little triangle up towards your belly and down towards your left leg. Take that breath one more time. And then release the leg back to the center. Slide it down and take a moment to feel. Does one leg feel longer than the other leg? Is one hip bone more relaxed into the floor, one buttock? Is one side of your internal organs more relaxed? How are the guts feeling? Left knee into the chest. Right foot can be flat on the floor, extended long. I'm just going to choose to put my foot flat on the floor right now. Inhale into my whole pelvic floor. Exhale, bring all the points together as I bring my head up. Inhale, cushion of air around my spine as I bring myself back down. Exhale, all those points in my pelvic floor come together. Inhale, they move apart. Again, exhale, bring all the points together. Inhale, move them apart. One more time, exhale, bring all the points together. Inhale, move them apart. Slide your left elbow underneath. Take the leg out to the diagonal. You can extend your right leg down if you want to. Now breathing into the triangle, my left sit bone, my pubic bone, and my tailbone. Move all those points apart. Exhale, maybe a triangle moves upward into my belly and down my right leg. Take a few more breaths there. Inhale into that triangle on my left side. Exhale, down my leg, up into my belly. One more time or two more times on your own. Can I let my breath do the work? Can I do less? And then bring that leg back to the center. Take a moment and feel what's happening. Let's roll over onto all fours. Curl your right toe underneath as you inhale, come up. And then exhale, slide the hips back, stretching out the right foot. Inhale, back up. Change feet, so curl the left toe, slide it back. Change feet as you come up. Inhale all into that whole pelvic floor. And then exhale, allow all 4 points to come together. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, allow all 4 points of the pelvic floor to come together as you exhale. Inhale, open the pelvic floor. Alternating feet here, exhale. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. Come up, slide both toes. Exhale, slide both. So you're stretching out both feet. I'm pressing a little bit with my arms here to push into the bottoms of my feet. As I breathe in, can I feel my right sit bone relating to my right heel, my left sit bone relating to my left heel, my right heel relating to the big toe ball mount and the little toe ball mount, my left heel relating to my big toe ball mount on the left and my little toe ball mount. So I've got a triangle in my pelvic floor and a triangle in my foot. So I've got 2 triangles on my right, 2 triangles on my left. Breathe into all the triangles now. Exhale, feel all come to the middle. Inhale, come up, tap the toes out. That might have been intense for some, who knows? Slide your right leg back behind you. Place that foot flat on the floor. And then inhale, lift your right arm up. So I'm going to feel that sit bone, my right sit bone, pubic bone, tailbone moving down into the triangle of my right foot. As I inhale, my arm up and over the head. Exhale, turn the palm away, arm moves down towards my leg. Again, inhale, float it up. Can I maintain the connection of my pelvic floor triangle with the triangle in the bottom of my foot? One more time. And exhale down. Go ahead and bring your arm back down, spin that foot back up, and then lift that right leg up from that pelvic floor triangle into the triangle of my foot, feeling a nice steadiness. I'm not lifting too high here. It's not about arching my back. It's about keeping my pelvic floor nice and open. And then if you're ready, you can lift your left arm up, feeling that diagonal between your left fingertips and your right heel. The longer you hold, the more shaky you might become. Then that's the challenge to stay steady. The longer we shelter in place, are we getting more shaky or are we getting more steady with it? And release your arm, release your leg. Take a moment and feel. Little spinal moving around, why not? Slide your left foot back behind you. Spin that foot to be flat on the floor. Inhale, left arm up to your half side plank. Feeling my triangle in the bottom of my foot relating to the triangle in my pelvic floor. Inhale, arm over the head. And then exhale, arm moves down towards the leg. Repeat that, just feeling the floaty factor of your arm and that foundation in your pelvic floor and your foot. Enjoy, because why not? As I enjoy, am I in joy? Good. Take it over, release the hand down, square the hips off, and then from that sit bone, foot connection, lifting my left leg up, nice and straight, right out from the body. And then if you have it in you, right arm comes up, feeling the diagonal of my right fingertips and my left heel, steadying myself. And notice when I steady myself, am I bracing? Am I gripping? Am I forcing a steadiness? Or can I breathe into it and feel a resilience in my steadiness? Can I feel a resilience in my foundation? A resilience in my being? So I'm steady with breath. So steady with with cement, some sort of rigid container. One more breath. Release the arm, release the foot. Great. And then slide up, and let's come up to standing. Yay. Take the legs wide. Rotate your right foot out, your left foot in, and your L's will go into your hip creases. And before we get going, take a moment to feel that right center of the heel, right ball mount, big toe ball mount, and little toe ball mount. Find even pressure on all 3 points of that front foot and all 3 points of that back foot. Now as we move into our slide and glide, we're going to feel that pelvic floor opening and closing, expanding and condensing. Inhale, exhale, bend that front leg, inhale up, and then exhale, slide and glide as the leg stays straight. Inhale up. So I'm expanding my pelvic floor, I'm condensing my pelvic floor, I'm expanding my pelvic floor, and I'm condensing my pelvic floor. You don't have to do these arms, but I'm making my pelvic floor larger. Because I don't think you can really see it up close and personal. That'd be just wrong on so many levels. Slide and glide. Can I find that resilience in the foundation in my foot triangles to relate to the resilience in the foundation in my pelvic floor? Can I celebrate my resilience? And if I'm feeling brittle and not resilient today, can I find some resilience in me? One more round. Only go as far as it's right for you. Don't have to do very big motion here at all. Go smaller if it's right for you. And then walk your feet together. Take a moment, stand, close eyes, and just feel. Do you notice the difference on one side or the other? Does one side feel more resilient, more spacious, more grounded, lighter, brighter, more radiant perhaps? Take the legs wide again. Rotate left foot out, right foot in. Find that triangle in your front foot, so the heel, your left little toe ball mount, your right big toe ball mount, leading up into the pelvic floor triangle of my sit bone, pubic bone, and tailbone. My other triangle, my back foot, heel, ball mount, into my sit bone, pubic bone, tailbone of my other leg. Feel that foundation. The triangles in my feet, the triangles in my pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale, slide and glide, bend that front leg. Inhale up, and then exhale, slide the body over. Inhale up. So just repeat this a few more times, only going as far as it's good for you. I'm fairly warm, so I'm going a little further than I would be if it were my first yoga class of the day. It's also quite warm here, so there's a lot of resilience now, opening that pelvic floor. But I am mindful because I did pull this hamstring about a month or so ago, and I am still nursing it back to health by not going to my maximum range of motion. So no matter how good I'm feeling, I'm going to go a little bit less than I would normally go. So give it time to really heal. Why rush it? I can tell you lots of reasons why, but I'm going to choose not to do it that way this time. I think it's going to work out better. Nice. Slide all the way up. Walk your feet together. Take a moment and feel. Can I just let my feet be my feet? I just let my foundation be my foundation and just see what it is. Do I have to pick up my arches or change my foot? Can I just let myself stand on my own 2 feet for a moment and see what that is? Let's take the legs wide-ish again. Now we're just going to work with, you might want to have a block nearby. Put it right here in the middle. Eventually we'll use it, not for a few rounds, but give us a chance to get one. Just going to be bending the ankle. I know we haven't done these for a while, so bringing it back. So find the triangles in both feet. Am I going to the outsides of my feet, or am I going to the insides of my feet? Can I find the triangle, each one of those points in my triangle, even pressure? Inhale, exhale, bend your right ankle. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend your left ankle. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend your right ankle. Just feel that 3 points in the feet, in each foot, evenly pressing into the floor. Let that be your practice. Let that be your exploration right now. If it's interesting to you, of course. And now as I do a couple more rounds, I'm going to feel that triangle, and can I find my triangle in my pelvic floor relating to that? The triangle in my foot relating to the triangle in my pelvic floor. Just one more time per side. You go at your own pace. Don't have to do it the speed I'm doing it. And now from here, as you bend that right ankle, take the body forward into a flat back. Doesn't have to be as far as me. Inhale, come up. And then exhale. So you're just staring right at the block that you put in the middle and come back up. And exhale, forward. Can I find those, now my pelvic floor opening here? And coming together and opening and coming together. Any breathing pattern you like that's going to facilitate your exploration. All right, one more time. Exhale, bring it down. Place your left hand on the block. And then inhale, open the ribs to the right. And then exhale, come back down and face the block. Again, inhale, open the ribs to the right. Exhale, face the block. Go tune back into those triangles. My right foot, my right pelvic floor, my left foot, my left pelvic floor, and my tailbone right smack dab in the middle of my pelvic floors here, in the back. And then stay open to the right. Take your right arm up if that's okay for your shoulder. If not, just put your right hand on your hip. Can I feel my left ribs rolling down, my right ribs rolling up? One more breath in here. Exhale, and then inhale, using the triangles in my feet to bring the body up, facing the side, unwind myself, slowly walk your feet together, take a moment, stand, and just notice if you feel different in one side versus the other. And can I just stand on my feet? Do I have to adjust my feet to do it right? Or can I let my feet, which have walked me around all day long, can I give them some credit for knowing what they're doing? Just for a moment. You can change it later. Take the legs wide again, wide-ish. Inhale, exhale, bend. Your left ankle, bring the body down. Right hand to the block. And then inhale, feel your right ribs roll down, your left ribs roll up. And then exhale, come back down and face the block. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, roll it down. Good. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, roll it down. Rolling on the river. Inhale, roll it up. Stay there. Exhale. Can I feel my right ribs rolling down to free my left ribs? You can take your arm up here if you like, or hand can stay on your hip. Now breathe into my feet, the triangles, and now go into my pelvic floor. So moving the focus into the pelvic floor, opening up all 4 points, and then exhale, bring them all together, just a little bit. Inhale into sit bones, pubic bone and tailbone. moving them apart, and exhale, bring them together. Just a little bit. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, bring them together just a little bit. And then inhale, move them apart as you bring your body up. And then exhale, unwind yourself, bring them together just a smidge. Walk your feet together. Try not to adjust your feet once you stand. Just can you let them be what they are? And feel your feet as they are without editing. Great. All right, let's go ahead and face the side for warrior one legs. So now my hips are facing the other wall instead of facing out towards camera. Front leg is straight, back leg is straight. Hands are on your hip bones here. Breathe into the triangles of my feet. Breathe into my pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front leg. Inhale up. And then exhale, slide and glide. Only as far as you can go. I'm looking at you. You can look straight ahead. Bend. Up. Exhale, bring your pelvic floor together. Inhale, up, open it. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, open it. Exhale, slide and glide. Inhale, up. One more round, and then we're going to stay down. Stay there, bend. Up. And then stay forward just as far as it's comfortable for you. Don't go so far that your hamstring is in intense pain or anything like that. If this is enough for you, stay right where you are. Otherwise, release your left arm down, which if my right foot's in front, it's going to be my other arm. Then inhale, allow my left arm to come up by my face. And then exhale, drip it down towards the floor, and palm faces the ceilings that move to the back. And then release it down. Inhale up. And then exhale and down. You can use a little momentum here if you want to make it more of a swing. You're welcome to swing it. Or you're welcome to control it. Your choice. They do different things, so play with what your shoulder and back is telling you to do today. One more breath, swing it forward. Inhale, exhale, bend your front leg. Spin up that back heel. So now my back heel's off the floor. I've got my triangles in both feet. Inhale, exhale, I'm gonna face, go to the right. Feel my left ribs rolling. Inhale back. Your front thigh might be burning. Exhale, roll. Just a gentle twist there. Inhale up. Exhale, roll. Stay there facing there if you can. Push all the way off that back foot. Bring the feet together into a rotated chair pose with my left arm extended out in front. Right hand's on my hip. Inhale, bring the body up to center. Unwind yourself. Arms down, stand. Close eyes, take a moment and feel. Great. Just checking to see how we're doing. Okay, good. Left leg in front, right leg back. Fingertips on your hip bones. Inhale. Exhale, bend your front leg. Inhale, up. And then exhale, just hinge forward at the hips, slide and glide. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend. So only go as far as feels available to you today. All right, so that may be different than the first side. It clearly is for me, and I'm okay with that. Because I know that my sides don't really match today. And that's the day I'm having, and that's the body I'm in. So I'm going to work with that instead of wishing I was different. This wishing I'm different ain't going to make it so. At least not today. It might someday, but not today. And then stay there. Release your right arm down. Inhale, arm up. I'm going to bend my front leg because I just want to really back off that hamstring. And then exhale, swing it back. You can keep your legs straight or bent, your choice. Bring the right arm up on inhale, and exhale, press it back. Again, you can control it, smoothing it with the breath. as I'm doing in this round, or you can use more momentum. I'm doing as I'm demonstrating in this round. So find your sweet combination of control and momentum that is the breath of our life, that sweet balance between controlling things or thinking that we are and using the momentum that we're given. All right, keep the arm front, bend that front leg, back heel off the floor, inhale, exhale, rotate to the left, inhale back to center. I'm gonna come way off that leg. Exhale, roll, inhale up, exhale, roll, just gentle twist there. Stay there, inhale, propel from that back triangle, that foot to a chair pose position here, both legs are bent. Stay there, lengthen the spine. Inhale all the way up. Unwind yourself, stand, take a moment, close eyes and feel. Great. Let's bring our legs hips distance apart or feet together, your choice. Arms over the head in reverse lock, so clasp the hands, palms away. Bring them up. If that's not available to you, then just place them wherever is good for you. We're going to be doing some side bending here. Inhale all the way into that pelvic floor, till my pelvic floor move all the way down towards the triangles in my feet. And then exhale. Feel that pelvic floor rise up. Again, inhale. Exhale. Come up onto the ball of my right foot. Inhale. Take the body over to the right. Stay there. One more breath in. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. And then inhale, using the right ball of my foot to press my body back up. And as I exhale, float that leg up as my arms come down, stand, and feel. Arms over the head, reverse lock. Now just clasp and then change so the other thumb is on top. So that's what I normally did. Just change it so the other thumb's on top. That'll feel awkward for many. Arms over the head, inhale. All the way to the pelvic floor, exhale, feel that pelvic floor come together up towards the belly. Again, inhale, open and widen. Exhale, bring it on up. Come up onto your left ball of the foot, pressing that foot into the floor. In that position. And then inhale your body over to the left. Breathe into your lung lobes there. Exhale. Feel space in your rib cage. Those internal organs. One more breath in. Exhale. And then pressing down with the left ball foot. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, float your left leg up. Arms float down. Stand. And just notice you feel more bright, more radiant, lighter. How's that foundation? You don't have to turn to the side. I'm just going to do it because you'll see what I'm doing more clearly. Inhale, float the arms up. Feel the triangles of the feet as you sit down into chair pose. And the inhale from the triangles, come all the way up. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale, open the collarbones. Even pressure on two triangles of the feet. Exhale, cascade forward, bend the legs. Release the arms down. Inhale, come up to chair. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, float the arms down. Again, inhale, float it up. Exhale, soften, sink to chair. Inhale, back up. Exhale, float the arms down. Clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale, open the collarbones. Exhale, bend the legs, come forward. Release the arms down. Inhale, come up to chair pose. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale, up. Exhale, float arms down. Take a moment. Feel your energy moving. Inhale, float the arms out. Last round. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Feel that support from the foundation of your feet. Exhale, release arms down, clasp hands. Inhale, feel the feet clearly supporting that rise of the chest. Exhale, bend the legs. Release your arms down towards the floor. Inhale, come up through chair pose. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, float your arms down by your sides. Great. Let's go to the ground. On your backs. Feet flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling. Reestablish that connection with those two triangles in the feet. Inhale into all of your pelvic floor, all the points move away. And then exhale, bring them together. Right up to the belly. And then inhale, open the pelvic floor. And exhale, just bring it, all those points together, in and slightly up, just like a little tent pole. Again, inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it together. Now we're gonna move the pelvis. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, as you bring that tent pole up, just lift a little bit, lengthening your lowest of lower backs. And then inhale, release it down, open the pelvic floor. Exhale, bring all those points together to open up your sacrum, lengthening the lowest and lowest of backs. Inhale. This is like a little pelvic tilty thing, but it's not exactly that way because we're doing other stuff. And then bring it up just a little bit higher, allowing the triangles of my feet to support the rise of my hips, to support everything coming together into that, moving up towards my belly, and then opening it all the way down towards my feet. And as I exhale, bringing everything from my feet up through the sit bones, up into my belly, and back down. It's more energetic. I'm not really gripping my abs here at all. They're pretty soft. One more time, bring it up as high as it feels supported to you. And then you can go up and down if it's really serving you. Otherwise, stay there. Can I feel even pressure between my heels, outer ball mounts, and inner ball mounts of both feet? Where do I favor it? Inhale, float the arms up and over the head. Exhale, arms back down by your sides. Again, inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Again, inhale, arms float up and over the head. Exhale, down by your sides. We'll do one more. Arms up and over the head. Keep them up and over the head if you want to. If you want to challenge yourself, and some of you will not be appropriate for this, pour the weight into your right triangle foot. And then if you can just barely move anything and just lift that left leg up, place the left foot down. Engage with all 3 points on your left foot, and then just barely let that right leg float up. You can take it back and forth just a smidgen if you want to. For some of you, it will just not be great on your back, so don't do it. This just means you're not ready for it yet. So but some of you are, because I know you, and so here we are. Hence, yoga for everybody. Can do it or not do it. After you've done those a few rounds, beautiful, bring it on down. Knees into the chest, arms out to the side in either a letter T or cactus pose, your choice. Moving my block out of the way. Whoops, clunk. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower my knees 45 degrees to the left, and then inhale back to the center. Exhale, slowly 45 degrees to the right. Inhale back to the center. I'm just feeling my pelvic halves move around my center. Come to center. Pelvic halves move around my center. I come to center. You can take it just a little bit further than 45 degrees if it feels good to your body. We're not going full range of motion yet. That might be your full range, but I'm not really going to the floor yet. So if you can go to the floor, see if you can decide not to do that right now. This is the last one. And now allow your legs to go all the way to the floor, which might mean your shoulder comes off. It might mean it doesn't come off. It doesn't matter. And now take your left arm over the head. You're tracing your fingers along the floor and moving yourself into loose fetal position. And then inhale, fingertips trace over your head, opening. So now my upper body is condensing and my upper body is now expanding. Take that a few more rounds. Hopefully it's feeling delicious to you. Hopefully this is exactly what your body was hungry for and it's getting its needs met. And then just stay open there. You can also put a block under your shoulder or a block under your knees. Inhale into your pelvic floor, exhale, release. One more breath. And then inhale, bathe your spine with breath and light as you bring yourself back to the center. Hug the knees into the chest for a moment. And release your feet down. Knees back into the chest. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower knees over to your right this time. And then take your arm, inhale, and then take your arm, exhaling over. So you're gonna be in a loose fetal position. And then fingertips, I'm trying not to bump into my microphone there. Open. Ideally, if I can have my eyes follow my fingertips, great. If not, that's fine too. We want to connect your head to this lusciousness. So it's part of the journey and not this overseer. It's part of the embodiment. Your brain, yes, it records things, but it's also just an organ. It's also just a brain. Take it one more time and open up. Allow yourself to breathe now into your pelvic floor. Exhale. Let everything just be bathed with your breath now. One more breath. Then inhale, bring your body back, your legs back to the center. Hug the knees into the chest. Cross your right thigh over your left. Take your hands underneath your knees, maybe move them down your shins, maybe grab the bottoms of your feet or your ankles, and then just gently rock side to side a little bit. You might be down here. Undo, change the other leg, cross the other leg, and then find your sweet spot with those hips. Just gentle rocking of side to side. And then release. Pull the legs out into happy baby pose. Really give the pelvic floor some space now. Just let it be breath, spacious. And then release into Shavasana. Just take a moment and find your sweet spot in Shavasana. Pad underneath yourself if you like. Whatever works for you here. Similar to how we began class today, all that energy, let every piece of thought, every piece of practice, every piece of action just drop to the bottom of your back body. Just drop as if it's falling through clear water, particles moving through clear water into your back, into the backs of your legs, into your heels, calves, thighs, buttocks, lower back, rib cage, shoulders, arms, elbows, wrists, hands, the back of your neck, and into the back of your skull. Allow yourself to just rest now. All that energy, all those thoughts, resting at the bottom of your lake bed, providing a foundation for your current reality. You feel everything above it, like clear water, or clear air, or clear space. If a thought or sensation arises, just let it fall through that clarity to rest on the bottom. And with each exhale now, allow yourself to fall deeper and deeper into that sense of the bottom and to rest deeper and deeper. Allow yourself to pause after exhale. Give yourself a chance to digest, to rest. Slide between the cracks of the dimensions, if you will. To do less, do less, do less. And take a deep breath in and release. And gently wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit to find the edges of your brand new physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body. As you slowly roll your head from side to side, starting to feel just gentle stirring of your energy that was resting. Knowing that you choose what parts of you you'd like to bring forth in your life. And when you're ready, just gently roll onto one of your sides into a loose fetal position. And eventually push yourself up into a comfortable seated position for a very short yet amazing closing. And just take a moment and once again, experience your foundation, your pelvic floor. Can you feel your foundation, something resilient and supportive of your current reality, of your current life? Can you feel how your foundation consists of all the pieces of you, of your past, which makes your present, which we utilize for our future? Now surrender and sink down deep into the present moment of your foundation. And with gratitude, be grateful how it supported you, even when you didn't know that it was, even when you lost sight of it, because you're still here. You are still here, and you are still you. And you're still the only one that's you. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, you can release your chin to your chest to seal today's practices. Go ahead and rub your palms together. Lift them over your eyes, head, shoulders, neck. Stroke your throat from your ears all the way down. Let it drain into your heart. Just feel those nerves just softening and releasing. And then rub your heart space. And then arms, give yourself a hug. This is you hugging yourself. This is me hugging you, hugging me. Okay. And then rub your belly, legs, everything. Thank you so much for joining me. It's truly my honor and my privilege to share these teachings with you. Namaste.